Live? What do you mean live?
Oh my god, we're live.
We're live.
On location.
I don't remember the last time that we were live. Fun fact. But we're
Live.
doing it today. Live?
Live.
Anyway.
Hello.
Live.
Welcome
Live.
to a live edition of the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we usually put the real and the tea in reality, but you can still always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. We're drinking coffee because what else is new? But it's a cute little it's a cute little Campbell's.
Oh, is
It's
it chicken
Campbell's
noodle?
mug.
Oh my god, cute.
Yeah, I know.
And I am Aneesa Long, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam the Monteverde, your fellow friendly 5'3" choice non-binary Filipino Canadian mentally unstable hot man hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scrub if you want to be specific. Well, burn if you want to be more specific than that. And I don't have anything in my cup because we're outside, but I do have some merch.
You forgot the on location.
Oh, live from Liverpool.
Liverpool!
Horrible.
I'm Lewis, I'm also in Liverpool.
What?
I know, crazy. Did you know that Liverpool is where the Eurovision Song Contest is currently taking place?
Yeah, I'm very aware, and I'm mad I'm not there.
We are devastated you're not here either.
And
Someone,
yeah,
we did get to meet someone else, which was really nice.
Oh yeah, we met someone else who was meant to be on this podcast, but hasn't shown up.
I don't know where the bitch is, so sorry, Brook, go ahead.
and yeah, it's Brook, your queer college graduate who plays way too much fucking Smash Bros, and also your resident Eurovision virgin. And I am so excited to fall into this rabbit hole of European countries competing in Battle Royale.
Welcome. That's kind of how it happened for all of us, really.
Except for Lewis, he's born there.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But we are here. We are live.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about semifinal 1. It happened yesterday. Things happened. Countries qualified, and some of them didn't. Welcome to Eurovision. That's the MO, apparently. But yes, so we lost 5. I was gonna say good countries, but not all of them were good. In fact, some of them were bad. So yes, so we lost Malta, we lost Ireland, thankfully. We lost Azerbaijan, thankfully. We lost Netherlands, and we lost Latvia yesterday.
I'm bitter.
I mean, I will say, although the cup as a whole did not get 100% of the qualifiers correct, I sure fucking did.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Logan, because when we predicted for the first semifinal, I said Croatia would qualify.
I'm not saying you didn't either.
I'm just saying. I knew they would.
Let me clear my
For
name.
me to continue the sentence, Sam de Monteverde, aka
Someone's like, let me exclude myself from this narrative.
Yes, so Lewis was wrong. I was correct, and so was Sam. There you go. Are you happy now?
I did not get to make predictions because I watched after the
That is true.
But you know, when it's late at night and you're on TikTok and you just start seeing videos of men taking off their clothes, performing in a language you're not familiar with, you do stop and you do go back and look. But honestly, if I'm being real, I'm hurt that Netherlands did not make it through. You will note the Netherlands was robbed under my name here. It was in my top 3 out of the non-auto qualified countries last night. after I did my list. I'm sad. I get it, but I'm mad.
Well, Dion couldn't sing, so that's why they didn't qualify. No shade.
Okay. Because it might have been different for us, like watching in such a setting, like Eurovision Village, but listening to it live and whatnot, even like yesterday, I thought Dion sounded great actually, but I feel like it was too late at the. It came at a point where it was like too late, where it was fully established that Dion couldn't sing, and once they made those last minute changes, they can recover in time.
I think for the Euro stands that follow it religiously, like all of the people that were remotely interested in that song to begin with had already lost favour with that song, so it was very very tough to win them back at that time at that point in time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sad because I would have liked to see it in the final, but I do think the correct ballad out of this semifinal qualified.
Mm-hmm. I agree. The other ballad was higher on my list, but like I liked them both.
Remo did the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, I was worried, and when we talked about the rehearsal snippets, I was worried because I'm like, what is this boy band choreo we're doing up here on this stage? But I should have trusted in Goddess Mother Sasha Jean Baptiste because she really did come through and give just fantastic staging. And I'm now really excited to see Albania's full staging tomorrow, given the fact that she's also doing Albania. Because if she can get Switzerland through, and that's on good vocals and good staging. And if she could get Marius Bear through last year on good staging alone, I think we're in for maybe some Douillet in the final. I don't know.
Maybe.
Tomorrow?
I was going to say, I'll be peed. I have my favourites. I'll be peed off if they made it through just on staging. Because the songs do mean nothing.
Albania's not going to make it through on just staging. Albania has been one of, if not the most consistent countries this year with vocals. The vocals are just always good. But that's a conversation for Friday. We're talking about today and yesterday, actually. So who were, of the obvious ones, obviously Sweden, a standout. Loreen in her tiny panini press did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Katia slayed. And I don't want to hear any slander here, Brook.
Which one was this? Which country? I have them listed by country, not by...
Finland.
I just don't get it. Like, again, I have listened to the song twice. That is all I have done. I have not done the lyric deep dives. I did not follow the national selection contests, any of that, right? And for all I know, this could be this like really profound, like.
Hold on, we swear Monica Linkita just passed us.
Mother?
And we didn't even stop. We were just in the middle of the podcast.
I don't actually know.
That's giving Monica. Like, look at her. Look at it. Anyway, she's gone now. She's long gone. But what the fuck?
Well, anyway.
I just personally don't get it. But I'm not going to tell people that they're wrong for liking it. I just don't.
You're not gonna do what Lana did when we did the jury show.
I just don't get it.
It's crazy. It's party. That's all you need to know, Brook.
I mean, sure.
And I talked about Switzerland definitely as a standout. I think Remo did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I think my other big standout, honestly, was Portugal.
Mine too. Literally mine too.
Mother Mimicat came through in just the way I knew she would. And she slayed.
Literally my top 4 that weren't big 5 countries, right? Because I put them in like parentheses, like where they would go, were Sweden, Switzerland, Netherlands, Portugal. So like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like in that order. So
I love that.
yeah, they were all great.
Who else is there to talk about? Oh, Czechia.
Czechia was so good.
Czechia could win. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, completely.
Completely.
It was fine.
And I wouldn't be mad.
It was fine.
What is it with the people we're bringing on these podcasts now that don't know Eurovision and not having good taste?
It was just like European K-pop. It was fine.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to look into the lyrics of My Sister's Crown and then get back.
What do you have against K-pop? What do you have against
No,
K-pop?
he said European rap.
Oh, I heard European
hip-hop.
K-pop, and I was
No,
like,
no,
wait.
K-pop, hip-hop.
Sorry, I misheard.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, it was. The countries that are not in English, I have not had the opportunity to look into the lyrics of their songs. I've just listened to the performances.
Well, maybe you should do that.
I will. I just haven't had time. We're recording now. I didn't have. It's not like it's 2 hours from now, and I've had time to look. You know.
Anyway, Czechia could win, and I honestly, I think they're gonna get their best result ever. I do. I think this is top 5. I really, really, I hope so. I really do. They really deserve it. Like they really, really deserve.
Oh, the visual when they're all in the round and it's like black and white and the flashing, that got me.
Who did their stage direction? I have to know right now. Because whoever did it just, I need to know. Oh, it's the same guy that did We Are Domi.
I mean,
makes
sense. Makes sense, but I prefer. I think this is even better.
Yes,
I agree. My favorite staging of semifinal 1, hands down. There was a lot of good staging, but I think my favorite staging was Czechia for sure.
I like Israel's. I thought it was really nice.
I thought her staging was fine. I thought she was sharp the whole time.
Oh,
I thought her vocal
staging is what I was.
I personally thought the vocals were fine. I
They
mean,
were fine.
I guess in the heat of the moment, like again, in such a setting like where we were, it's hard. It's a lot harder to kind of notice some of the mistakes and all that. So
I wish they stopped pushing the dance break so much.
yeah,
Because she literally stopped singing for the rest of the song. As soon as she starts saying, "Do you want to hear me dance?" she stops singing. And I'm like, ma'am, this is a song contest, not a dance break contest. Chanel learned that very well last year. So, no shade. I love Chanel. But, yeah. Who have we not talked about? Oh, Luke Black made it through. And I thought he might NQ.
Same. And it was so we went to the preview on Monday, and there was like these people like polling people and like, oh, who was your favorite of the night? And there was like they were like doing like these polls of people coming out. Luke Black got the worst. Like on the preview, Luke Black had the least people saying that he was their favorite.
I'm not
surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised that he made it through to the finale.
yeah.
I think, honestly, in my heart of hearts, I think Serbia was 10th, and I think Malta was 11th.
I think Malta should have qualified over Serbia, but that's just me.
I think based on the performances we saw yesterday, I think I would agree with you.
Malta was just fun. Like it was a party
really
at the time.
Yeah.
I like the backing track. I just don't think Luke performed very well.
He has on other occasions.
I mean, again, I don't doubt it. It's just, for me, this particular performance was kind of mid.
Sure. No, and I will agree with you on that, honestly.
I love this boy so much, but I would have had him in. I would have had Busker in over Remo personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have had Busker in over. Well, I would have had Busker in over Croatia, but
Well, yes, same here. But
No, ma'am.
but Croatia was unfortunately like a guarantee.
yeah, whatever.
Croatia's like the definition of chaotic good, though.
No, it's not.
And Finland isn't.
And Finland isn't.
I mean, I just don't get it. That's the thing. Croatia.
But you get Mama
I mean, maybe I don't know. Okay, I don't. Again, I can't really explain it. It's just fun.
And Cha 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 isn't?
I didn't say it wasn't. It's just not for me.
Anyway, we only have 2 other countries that we haven't spoken about who qualified. One of them, Pasha. Pasha made it. He did so well. I was thrilled.
10th on my list, but I really liked his performance.
I am so happy because the reaction on Monday, the preview show that me and Sam attended, was dead. The reaction for Pasha on Monday was dead as fuck.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm so happy that the audience pulled through last night.
And then I will say with the last person to talk about, she opened the show, and I'm going to be honest, it was not her strongest performance. Alessandra should be a little lucky she made it through.
Yeah,
I agree.
If anything, I think she's 10th.
I mean, as someone who has only listened to the 2 versions of this, 2 performances here, which is the only thing I got, I thought it was fine. And it seemed like she was getting hyped up a lot on TikTok, and I didn't really get it.
She has performed a lot better than this on previous occasions.
Again, don't doubt it.
Yeah, and it's just like it's one of those things where like Brooke and I were having a conversation yesterday when they were like deep diving, and I was like, you have to keep in mind these artists have sung these songs at least 20 times in the last 3 weeks. Probably way more than that. So, like, you have to consider the fact that, like, some people just don't have that sort of vocal stamina where, like, artists like Laureen and Katia, Mimikat, Remo, like, they have a little bit more of that vocal stamina as opposed to people like Alessandra, like Luke Black. And that's really going to separate in the final who's going to be up there in the final and who's not. Case in point, We Are Domi last year. They also had the incredibly unfortunate circumstance of closing semifinal 2 and then opening the final 2 days later with the least amount of vocal rest of anybody, and I still think that's unfair.
Right.
But some artists just don't have that vocal stamina, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just now they all have to perform on the night.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And I think we're going to see a much better performance from Alessandra. I think we're going to see a much better performance from Luke Black. I think things are going to be a little bit better.
Do you think either of them could win, though? Like, realistically, in your opinion, do you think either of them could win?
No. I think there is a universe where they could be top 10. And I think that comes down to as well. This is also the first year we haven't really talked about. It was 100% televote. And we still kind of got the same distribution of types of songs qualifying that we would have gotten probably had it been 50-50. And I think the shock for me in that regard was Switzerland getting through on 100% televote.
That was a shocker for me on that basis because it's such a jury song.
And I think it's going to do very well in the jury on Saturday.
Yeah. Also because I know like Switzerland also has a history of being carried over or very much helped by that jury.
Yeah. I mean, that's what got Marius Bear there last year. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, the year before, Bronze Tears is just an icon, a legend, and the moment. Go stream his album that just dropped a few weeks ago. It's fantastic.
Alessandra was making like some choices with her, and I think that might be down to the stamina thing. But like, so, she was like making some varied. There was like a few lines where she was doing stuff differently. I don't know if that was just.
Oh, yeah. I think it was.
That big note.
Sorry, what was that?
That big note.
Was sharp.
Oh, that big note. Oh yeah, that
was
was
sharp.
A note.
No,
Go on, say it again.
it was a note, but it was sharp, and also it was super airy. It did not come out right.
Find the note, girl. Find the note.
No note.
And she did not.
Can we touch on the performances of the big 5 countries that performed during the first one? Just like
Well, I mean, Lewis and Aneesa actually have a lot of insight because they saw the full performance.
Oh, we do. We saw the whole thing.
We surely saw the whole
the
thing.
clip, the clip.
I as well. I've seen the full performances now thanks to YouTube. So all I'm gonna say is that mother is gonna mother, and if France wins, don't be surprised, bitches.
I really like
It's
Italy.
Oh, we love Italy.
Italy was great.
I'm so glad someone likes Italy.
Oh, we love you, literally.
I think the Italian delegation screwed him the fuck over with whatever this staging is.
Oh yeah,
Yes. I don't.
like it's a concept, but I don't know what relevance it has to. I don't know. It's a.
I think it's supposed to follow kind of the story of his lyrics because it's like, oh, I love you.
Right, but
Because
like-
obviously it's like a love song, but also it's like, you know, it translates to 2 lives. So
But like, I mean, you can't even see the people in the back because the
You
lighting,
barely see them.
The lighting
Barely.
is shit. But also, it feels like too much for a song that's too subtle.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I get it. Like, I honestly kind of wish they had just gone along the lines of what he did at San Remo. And just gone super basic, gone super, like, honestly, if they had just, like, evaded him and just sat him in a chair like Elsa Lila, I wish would have. I think that could have been something that would have been really good.
no, I agree, and I feel like a couple of these, and maybe some in the second semi too. But I feel like some of these would be better off as like a park and bark rather than like the choreo, like we had mentioned before a couple times. But yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Italy's performance though.
I personally liked it more than France. I know that's criminal here.
You
I
saw
don't-
10 seconds. Calm down.
I watched the whole performance on YouTube. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
good. Well,
Yeah, I watched all 3 of them on YouTube. I downloaded a VPN. But
great. Another example of bad taste. No, I'm kidding. I love you so much.
yeah.
Okay, can we talk
I
about
agree.
Lord of the Lost?
Top 5.
Lord of the fucking Lost. I'm gagged.
They were good.
Not my normal style of music that I'm like really into or anything, but it was really good.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me of like 14-year-old Logan, where I listen to nothing but screamo. But like
Go
it's
off,
gay
please.
screamo, and I love it.
Mhm.
I do also want to touch on where our countries are as far as first and second half of the final, because oh boy, this got interesting with the poll yesterday. So we knew that, so the Big Six had already drew. We knew that France, Italy, and Spain were all drawn into the first half of the final. We already knew that Ukraine will be 19th in the final and the UK will be closing the show. We also know that Germany will be performing in the second half. And then of our qualifiers from yesterday, Finland, Portugal, Serbia, Sweden, and Switzerland were drawn into the first half of the final, with Croatia, Czechia, Israel, Moldova, and Norway drawn into the second half. Meaning that the current top 3 in the betting odds are all in the same half. And not only that, they're all in the first half.
So Finland, France, and what was the other one that you said was the other
Sweden.
Sweden? Yeah. Hopefully they're on different ends of the first half, and you have like a gap there. But
So who's gonna get screwed over by opening the show, and why do I feel like it's gonna be Katia?
They better not.
I hope not.
I could see it. I think
think-
of the countries right now drawn into the first half, I think the only logical openers, and obviously we have 5 more coming, but I think the logical openers are either Finland or Portugal at this moment.
I would love.
I
Actually,
think-
like Eurovision logic and Eurovision conventions here. I am aware that Loreen has won Eurovision before.
Yes.
So is there like a possibility of them being like, oh, she's won before, so let's start with her?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Loreen will most likely draw 11th, is probably where I think she's going to end up, which is where she was in her semifinal, which is also where she was in her semifinal the year she won.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really curious. Where did she draw in the final in 2012?
I can check very quick. I have the.
I'm also checking.
Okay.
She was 17th, so she's not even in the same half that she was.
Mm-hmm.
No,
but I don't think they're gonna put her first though.
I don't think they're going to put her first. I would like to think that the EBU and BBC would put Mimi Cat first over Carrier.
I could
especially considering the odds.
Yeah, I could honestly see me.
I think
Stop
we
moving over Sam Lewis.
Sorry, I think you need to like hit me when you're about to talk. Anyway,
Hit him.
we're basically saying we think Mimi Cat will go first over Carrier.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I feel like.
Eris.
Oh, hello, Eris.
What do you think this is giving?
No, because we can't hear you.
Do you think this is giving?
We could barely hear you.
Hello?
A little better.
Hello?
Some of Mrs. Baba.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn the headphones off.
Game over, bitch.
Na, 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 na. Oh, we can't hear you at all now. Oh no.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
I just turned my headphones off.
Good. I mean, do you want to do your intro 27 minutes into the live stream?
And I'm not Bunty, I'm just drawn that way. Eris NB!
Bitch, I hate you.
Girl, I just got home.
Well, I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy I'm here too. Has anyone got eyes on Lorena? She's broke a nail.
No, but I'm pretty sure Sam and Lewis saw Monica Linkite.
Yes. We are certain that Monica Linkite just passed us.
So
Well,
that's
good
fun.
for her, Mary.
Anyway, Eris, we've already given all of our thoughts, so why don't you give all yours?
Okay, so what is it, semi-1?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. So we're going to start with Ireland. Whoever let that man walk out in that golden jumpsuit with the most violent camel toe on this fucking planet deserves to be shot. I'm sorry, that was so... The anti-Irish sentiment in whoever did the staging and costuming for Wild Youth. You know, I don't fucking like them, but I do still feel bad.
Do we think they're gonna come 37th? Because I do.
I certainly fucking do. Anyways, who was next? Okay. Latvia. Okay.
Well, here. I'll put the NQs on the screen for you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, well, next woman was Latvia. It wasn't giving for me. I never got into the song, so I couldn't really enjoy the performance. The lighting was wonderful. Overall, I just did not feel this.
Fair.
Moving on to Azerbaijan. Girl, I thought they did good. I liked them.
Duran was sharp the whole performance and off for half of it.
That man was doing the best he could with what he had. They had to follow Loreen.
Oh yeah, no, I said it earlier, but like the Azeri delegation gave up as soon as they found out they were going after Loreen.
They're like, oh, we're going after Loreen? Sick. Okay, well, let's just send these 2 twinks and hope
Can't
they
wait
do.
for next year.
After that, for me, it was probably the Netherlands. You know, wonderful sleeveless jackets. Let's just say that.
Sure.
Dion could put me in a chokehold and I would thank him.
I agree.
This song,
But he
however,
can't sing.
unfortunately, the song didn't have a hold on me in any sense of the word. It wasn't the one, unfortunately. I thought Mia did really well, even though she was trying to match pitch with Dion, who just wasn't on it. And it's crazy because it's been a long time since the Netherlands hasn't qualified, right?
I believe so.
They did the best they could. Next up, my robbed boys. Fucking Malta. Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted them to qualify so bad.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. The last time they NQ'd was 2015.
That's so sad.
Gag.
Anyway, justice for the busker.
Yeah.
They did really well on the night and the performance was great. And like when I got to see it in person, they were great as well, which said a lot. You know, I love your little gay reveal. I don't have any critiques about the actual performance because I thought they did really well and they deserve to qualify more than Latvia. Because I'm seeing a lot of why didn't Latvia qualify posts? I'm like, go, because the song wasn't good. Like,
Sure. I mean, that's
you can perform the song brilliantly, which I feel like Latvia did a good job performing the song. I just feel like the song wasn't good.
No.
Moving on. Let's start with.
You're welcome for that. You're welcome for that.
Thank you, Lewis.
Let's start with Norwegia. Alessandra was a little bit off.
No.
It wasn't her best performance. Like I felt
Yeah,
like
we said the same.
Lewis and Aneesa, I don't know if you feel the same, but did you feel like watching it on Monday that she was a lot better than she was on Tuesday?
I mean, I guess that's gonna be the case for anyone that was in the arena as opposed to watching it. It's always going to be better in the arena.
No, but I genuinely do feel like she did a better job.
No, because
Yeah.
because I'm the opposite with Loreen, and we'll get into that. But I just feel like the performance we saw on Monday was really strong, and then this actually wasn't given on the night, and I was worried for a second. Let's move on to Sweden. Sverige. Loreen did much better for me last night than she did on Monday. I felt like she was much stronger vocally. I feel like she put more energy into it. And it might just be because I was watching it on TV and not like in person. Because shocker, kids, when you go and see Loreen live doing this performance, you're just watching a lady sat in a box. It's not that great. However, when you're watching it on TV, it is a fucking masterpiece. And I just feel like vocally she was a lot stronger last night. She did really well. Because I was having a moment yesterday after watching Semi 1, was like, oh my god, Karia's gonna win. And then after seeing Loreen last night, I was like, fuck no, okay, this isn't a one-horse race.
I do still feel like she was kind of marking the performance a little bit. Like her movements were not all full out. And obviously she's saving herself for the final, and I get that. She knew she was making it through. Like there were like, I would say maybe 3 acts that pretty much knew they were getting through.
Yeah, Karia said, like, I mean, I'll get into Karia in a second. Karia literally said he held back a little bit during his performance because, like, I want to go full out on the night. And I was like, I cannot fucking wait. Because I think he knows he's got the fan behind him. Like, I think he knows he's got a good place in the televote.
He does not have a good draw in the final, though. He's in the first half.
Well, they'll have to fix that in post. If they place that man third, Martin Osterdahl, you will feel the wrath of my hands.
It's difficult because all 3 of the frontrunners in the betting odds are in the first half of the final.
Ukraine?
Sweden, Finland, and France are all in the first half.
Oh shit, is Ukraine sloped down in the odds?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because people have started listening to the song and realized, fuck. Anyways,
here I'm gonna. So oh no, Ukraine is still 3rd in the odds. Interesting.
Okay.
So
Lovely.
top 5 in the betting odds right now is Laureen first, then Katia, then Tavorchi, then Lazada, and then Blanca Paloma.
I love a bit of Blanca Paloma. Who have I not spoken about in the first semi just yet?
Most of them.
So Sweden, Finland, Norway. I've spoken about Portugal. I could She did. And when she cried at the end of her performance, I cried too. I was like, "Oh bless! If this woman doesn't qualify, you will taste the wrap of my hands." What the fuck are Lewis and Aneesa putting their hands up for?
They're leaving.
We gotta go.
Bye,
Oh.
divas.
Bye.
Bye.